Hey guys, welcome back to Down the Stretch. Hope everyone is doing well after this hurricane. I myself am in Jamaica right now. Condolences to those who have lost loved ones, and I hope those who have had serious damage in the hurricane, speedy recovery, and I hope everything works out. Okay, so races are back on at Caymanas Park for Saturday, 15th of November 2025. 9 race card, let's get right into it. So the first race, 5-year-old and up, claiming 200,000, 6-year-olds and up, numbers of 2, and native bred 5-year-old maiden, a field of 12. They go 5.5 furlongs. This is the Barrington Bernard, second vice president, O&S tack room. We're going to boil this race down to 4. They're going to be the 5, Cassini, the 6, Blinding Light, the 10, Don Almighty, and the 12, Nothing But Trouble. Okay, Cassini. Tevin Foster back in the saddle at Caymanas Park for trainer Adrian Prince. Came off a year rest last time out in a 5-year-old non-winner of 2, going 6.5 furlongs. Prominent all the way to the furlong pole before fading and finished 8 by 11 lengths with Omar Walker in the saddle. So comes back here now, busy at the exercise track, and in my opinion, this is the horse I think they're going to all have to beat. The 6, Blinding Light, Ratajmir Weir, claiming 4 kilos for Gary Griffiths. Consistent horse. Last time out of 6 by 5 3/4 lengths in a 4-year-old maiden condition race to Bobby Too Bad. Before that was second by 7 lengths to Yorkis over the 5 furlong straight. So 1-5 find this quick sprint to short and getting this 9-pound claim from Ratajmir Weir, Blinding Light, 8-1 money line. Is in here with a good shot at a good price. The 10, Don Almighty, veteran claiming horse, 9-year-old now. Paul Francis riding for his governor, Ryan Darby. 4th by 3 lengths on last. That was back in September to Newland Links and Excuse Me Goodbye, who is present, also Nina Dorado. So expecting to get a fast pace here, which Don Almighty might enjoy. And if a fit Don Almighty turns up, even though not the same horse of yesteryears, could be staying on strong at the finish. And the 12, Nothing But Trouble, Tyrese Anderson claiming 3 kilos here for Carlton Cunningham. 4th by 3 lengths last time out in a 200,000 claiming race, going 4 furlongs straight to Big Guy in the Sky and Silver Fox, 2 very fit horses. So is capable amongst these, and with that run back on the 2nd of August for 350,000 claimers, going 5 furlongs round and finishing second by a length and 3/4 to Mindy the Wack. If he reproduces a performance like that, we'll definitely see Nothing But Trouble with the blinkers off and figure 8 on, putting in a big run. But for me, I think I'd take a chance with Cassini. The second race, 3-year-old and up, optional claiming 350,000 to 250,000, and 6-year-olds and up, numbers of 3, native bred 5-year-old, numbers of 2, field of 10, they go 5.5 furlongs. This is the David Powell executive member. Boiling this race down to 4. They're going to be the 1, Traditional Boy, the 4, Little Groovy Thing, the 8, The Love of God, and the 9, John P. Okay, Traditional Boy. Romain Gordon claiming 4 kilos here for Cashbert Kiwal Singh. Last time out, 9 by 9 and 3/4 lengths to Rum With Me over the 5 furlong straight. Before that at 5 round, 4th by 6 lengths to God of Love. So wasn't embarrassed there. John P was second in that event. So he was only 3 lengths off of John P in there. So definitely not in bad shape right now. And getting this 9-pound claim. Expecting Traditional Boy to put in a decent run, even though poorly drawn at the 1. The 4, Little Groovy Thing, Omar Walker riding here for Norman Smith. 5th by 8 lengths last time out. The grade above this, going 5 furlongs straight to Irish Wish, who was out of class there. He was only 3 lengths off of the second place horse, Tap It Good. Before that was 8 by 15 lengths to Anonymous, and before that was second by a head to Millennium Star. Was awarded the race after Millennium Star was disqualified. Had Traditional Boy behind there. So Little Groovy Thing, definitely fit, and with Omar Walker in the saddle, expecting a good run from this Little Groovy Thing, especially very busy at exercise. The 8, The Love of God. Shane Richardson riding here for Orlando Chin. Last time out, 6 by 12 lengths for 350,000 back on the 30th of August. Looked good in that race coming around the turn, but then bolted wide coming off the turn. And was to run on the 27th of September, but was scratched. They said lame here. But if he comes back in this race, this shorter trip, and shows the speed that he showed on the 30th of August, wouldn't surprise if the Love of God puts in a good performance at a good price. But the horse I think they're going to all have to beat is going to be the 9, John P. Philip Parchment riding here for Donovan Plummer. Last time out, good run, pressed the pace the entire way with God of Love, finished second by 3 lengths. Before that, tried to steal the race, but was caught in the final furlong, beaten fourth by 2 lengths to Ahmad Ali. So if this John P turns up here, I don't think there's any speed in this race like God of Love. So I'm thinking John P possibly gets to that lead easy, has the Boston Philip Parchment in the saddle, and I think that's the horse they're all going to have to beat. The third race, native bred 4-year-old and up, down of 2 and imported 4-year-old and up maiden. A field of 9, they go 5.5 furlongs. This is the Captain Marlon Brown, President, LP Azar Limited. I'm going to boil this race down to 4. They're going to be the 2, Lucky Papa, the 3, Chinita Estrella, the 6, Dancing Aviator, and the 7, Noble Monarch. Okay, Lucky Papa, Mikado car, claiming 4 kilos here for Omar Williams. So coming in fairly light. Good run last time out, 5 furlongs round. Running on to finish second by a length to Ruby's Light in that upset race, had Noble Monarch behind after coming out of the gate slow. So once again, with this light impulse, expecting this Lucky Papa to put in a good run. The 3, Chinita Estrella, Rotage Mirror, we are claiming 4 kilos for Stephen Todd. This was about outside a pick last time out, but disappointed. Failed to raise a gallop, finished 7 by 9.25 lengths in that same race with Ruby's Light. Is capable of a lot better, this Chinita Estrella. Has been taken to the task at exercise and giving this Chinita Estrella another shot at a good price. The 6, Dancing Aviator. Interesting entry. Tevin Foster riding here for Jason DeCosta. Only 2 starts today. Both starts were wins. Was disqualified on debut when winning at 10-1. Race awarded to battle injury there. That was the 23rd of March 2024. Next start was the 14th of April 2024. 5.5 furlongs, won by a length and a half from She's Dallas Love and Immeasurable Joy. So something obviously went wrong for this horse to just be returning after more than a year off, but has been seen at exercise and potentially very classy sort, giving this filly a good shot of bouncing back to winning race off the long break. And the 7, Noble Monarch, Ramon Napier claiming 2 kilos for Donovan Clark. Consistent last time out, tried to make all the running going 7 furlongs, but was basically setting the pace up for stablemate Noble Sovereign, who won. Noble Monarch finished 4th by 5 lengths. Way more comfortable at 5.5 furlongs, getting that 2 kilo claim and a reproduction of his run on the 18th of October, going 5 rounds and finishing 3rd by a length to Ruby's Light. We'll see Noble Monarch in contention throughout. So, competitive race in my opinion. If we're going to gamble an outsider, Chinita Estrella looks tempting to me. But if this Dancing Aviator comes back 80% to her best ability, she's possibly the horse they're going to have to beat. The 4th race, native bred 4-year-old and up maiden. A field of 10, they go 4 furlongs straight. This is the Jason DeCosta, executive member, CALS Manufacturer Limited. Excuse me, here in my background, that's my son. Okay, going to boil this race down to 4. They're going to be the 4, Bossy Girl, the 5, Lady Cat Gara, the 7, Lucy on the Go, and the 9, Truly Begotten Son. The 4, Bossy Girl, Shaheen Gordon claiming 3 kilos here for David Powell. 3rd by 6 3/4 lengths last time out, going 5 furlongs round, to Shine For Me. Before that, prominent early before failing to finish 4 by 12 lengths to Rockola. Last run over the 4 straight back in September was 3rd by 3 lengths to Undeclared War. So capable over the straight course, getting 3 kilos claim. Bossy Girl should have a shot in this poor field. The 5, Lady Cat Gara, Joy Haynes claiming 4 kilos for Rowan Matthew. Good run last time out when stepping back up to 4-year-old maiden condition race. Finished second by 4 3/4 lengths to Bobby Too Bad, who was definitely out of class there, had Sweetburn behind. So good run there. Does run well over the straight. Last good run in my opinion, apart from the last time out, was the 6th of July, going 4 furlongs straight, finishing second by a length and a quarter to Answer Tack. So Lady Cat Gara, that last run showing fitness, getting this 4 kilo claim from Joy Haynes, expecting Lady Cat Gara to run a brave race. The 7, Lucy on the Go. This looks like the horse they're going to have to beat. Dane Dawkins riding here for Peter John Passad. Last time out, All the Rage, 3-5, finished 4th by 5 lengths in that same race with Bobby Too Bad. Chased the out-of-class Bobby Too Bad all the way to the top of the lane before fading. Before that was 2-5, 5 furlongs straight. Shane Ellis lost his irons in that race, and she still managed to run on to finish 3rd by 9 lengths. So blinkers off, tongue tie off. Dane Dawkins in the saddle. Lucy on the Go looks like the horse that they're going to all have to beat. And the 9, Truly Begotten Son. Okay, this horse hasn't been out since the 5th of February 2023. when finishing second by 4 3/4 lengths to Ridgeliner. But was very consistent, had only 5 starts and had 3 seconds, was second to Speedy here and was also second to Piggly Wiggly in 2022. So coming off a very long break. Does have the potential to be a useful horse against the likes of these. Jaheim Anderson claiming this 4 kilos for Tensan Chong. Visors off, tongue tie off. Has a workout come to the race, 2 furlongs in 25 flat. And if there's a surprise in the event, it could be truly Begotten Son. But as I said, Lucy on the Go looks like the horse they're going to have to beat. The 5th race, 3-year-old maidens, 14 starters, 5 furlong straight. This is named for Greg Fennell, Vice President, Colsar Limited. I'm going to boil this down to 4. They're going to be the 1, Papi Uso, the 3, 1 Code, the 4, Rebel, and the 6, Formalist. Okay, Papi Uso, Romario Spencer, claiming 2 kilos for Anthony Nunes. Useful colt, just not finding his way yet. 4th by 10 lengths last time out to High Slew Square. Way above average horse there. And expecting a much better run from this Papi Uso, who tends to like to run on if the pace is hot. The 3, 1 Code, Richard Henry, claiming 3 kilos here for Patrick Fong. Last 2 runs, very good runs on the 23rd of August, going 4 furlong straight. Stayed on to finish 3rd by 3.5 lengths to Platinum Princess. Came back on the 19th of October, 6 furlongs, with the equipment changed, to finish 2nd by 8 3/4 lengths to Slam Sharp. So very fit right now, this 1 Code. Cantering at the exercise and expecting another good run from 1 Code. The 4, Rebel, Shalrick Budai for Gordon Lewis. 2 starts to date. Made a debut on the 27th of April, going 4 furlong straight. Prominent early, finishing 4th by 4 lengths to Bangarang. Next start was on the 23rd of May. Also prominent, finishing 4th by 3.5 lengths to Global Pursuit. Bubbling Warrior was second there. So coming off a slight break, nothing flashy at exercise, but has first time Lasix. And this nicely bred colt, bred for a lot of speed. Expecting a good run from this Rebel off the rest. And the 6, Formalist. Robert Halladine riding here for champion trainer Jason DaCosta. Making his debut. This is very well bred son of Bold Conquest out of Miss Formality by Traditional. So bred for a ton of speed and has been training at exercise. Had a workout on the 12th of October out the gates. 4 furlong straight in 42 with Provident. Last work, the 1st of November, 4 furlong straight. 46.4. Pulled up in 101 with Chasing My Dream. So if this horse is not a morning glory and reproduces exercise runs on race day, we could see Formalist turning out to be the winner in this event. And for the long shot players, you want to throw a long shot into your exotics. I would take a chance with the 14, Nebuchadnezzar. DJ Suka claiming 3 kilos here for Anthony Nunes. Hasn't run since the 21st of June, when disappointing, finishing 6 by 13 lengths to Cop Car. His only good run was back on the 1st of March, going 7.5 furlongs and finishing 2nd by 6.5 lengths to Uncle Harry. Had Roaring Kitty behind there. So reprogrammed coming into this race. Had a nice workout on the 8th of November out the gate. 5 furlongs straight in 102 and 2. The first 4 and 48 with Battle Angel. And a nice long shot to toss in with your exotics. The 6th race, 3-year-old and up, optional claiming 700,000 to 600,000. Native bred 5-year-olds and up, and imported 6-year-olds and up. Numbers of 4. Big field of 14. They go 7 furlongs. This is the Robert Claiming King Derby Senior Memorial Trophy. I'm going to boil it down to 4. They're going to be the 3, Lucy in the Sky, the 7, Green Gold Rush, the 8, Nakamura, and the 14, Princess Talisi. Okay, Lucy in the Sky. Javanil Patterson riding here for Patrick Taylor. Consistent filly, has been changing stables frequently recently. Last time out, disappointed, 6 by 6 lengths to the Very Fit Storm after leading up to the half mile. Before that was 3rd by 9.5 lengths to Easy Peasy, an out of class horse. Had a win back on the 30th of August, going 6 furlongs, making all the running, beating Nakamura. So coming in here, fairly fit, and even though the change of stable, expecting a good run from this Lucy in the Sky, especially if she gets loose on that lead. The 7, Green Gold Rush. Tevin Foster riding here for Ryan Darby. Does have a lot of back class, this Green Gold Rush. Was to run on the 18th of October, but was scratched lame. Before that, a disappointing run, 6 by 19 lengths to Sir John, and a disappointing run before that, 7 by 14 lengths to Burning Valor. But with Tevin Foster now in the saddle and is active at the exercise, expecting a turnaround of form from this green gold rush. The 8, Nakamura, Omar Walker riding here for Damon Gale. Very consistent gelding, second by a length and 3/4 last time out to Lucy in the Sky, going 6 furlongs. We'll appreciate the extra furlong here. Had a win at 6.5 furlongs on the 29th of June for 700,000, winning by 3 3/4 lengths from Justin Biden and Lucy in the Sky. So a reproduction of that run would see Nakamura definitely fighting this out. And the 14, Princess Talisi, Anthony Allen claiming 2 kilos for Orlando Chin. Disappointed last time out at 7.5 furlongs at this level. 5th by 27 lengths to Storm, but Storm won by 14 3/4 lengths. Before that, 3rd by 11 lengths to Wayne's Princess, who was definitely out of class there, for $1 million down to 800,000 claimer. Had a win for 5-year-old and up non-reserve 4, going 7 furlongs by 2.5 lengths from Money Slam and Moneybox after coming out of the gate slow. Now this horse is going to relish if there's a fast pace in front, and if they do come back in the stretch, and especially if there's a little rain, we're going to see Princess Talisa finishing like a bat from hell. But for long shots, if you want to throw into your exotics, I'm going to throw in the 11, Papa Gray. Now, Papa Gray, Amelia McLean claiming 3 kilos here for Barrington Dawes. Very fit right now. Last time out in a 5-year-old and up non-reserve 4, going 5.5 furlongs, came home flying to finish second by a length and 1/4 to Loyal Action. That was unorthodox for Papa Gray. Papa Gray tends to want to be closer to the pace, but he came out of the gate slow in that race and did run on, so that shows how fit Papa Gray is. 7 furlongs, not a problem for him. His last run at 7 furlongs, he tried to make all the run to finish 4th by 4 3/4 lengths to Princess Talisi. But his last win was at 7.5 furlongs when making all the running to beat Always Right and Password. Definitely fit and very busy at the exercise. I'm expecting Papa Gray to put in a good run at a very good price. The 7th race, native bred 3-year-old, non-reserve 2 and imported 3-year-olds and up maiden, a field of 9, they go 8 furlongs. This is the Richard Todd Memorial Trophy. On the ball down to 4, they're going to be the 2, Pretty Brown Thing, the 3, the Leviticus, 5, Princess Chris, and the 9, Roaring Kitty. Number 2, Pretty Brown Thing, Natalie Berger, claiming 3 kilos here for Edward Stanberry. Capable sort, getting better with each run. Good run last time out, 9 furlongs, 25 yards. Close to the pace and was finishing strong to finish second by half a length to Big Buzz. Had Alchemy of Soul behind there. Had a good run before that at 7 furlongs coming from far off the pace, finished 4th by 3 lengths to Prince Roy. Natalie Berger riding in good form right now, giving this Pretty Brown Thing a good shot at running a brave race. The 3, the Leviticus. Demar Williams claiming 2 kilos here for the very astute Robert Pearson. This is the horse I like in the event. Only 3 starts to date. 3rd by 2 1/4 lengths on debut to Miss Brayton at 5.5 furlongs. Then next start at 6 furlongs. Made all the running for a very impressive 6-length win, beating You're My Sweetie and Joyful Surprise. Stepped up in class last time out to 5.5 furlongs. And off the fractions, was hindered on the backstretch and still stayed on to beat 8 by 3.5 lengths. So was finishing at the finish. Made up 11 lengths in the final furlong to Mineola. Active at the exercise. Last work, 7 furlongs in 134.2 out the chute. And I kind of like the chances here of this Leviticus. The 5, Princess Chris, Christopher Mamdine riding here for Alfred Brown. Last time out was 6 by 14 lengths to High Sloot Square, going 5.5 furlongs. Would have preferred a little bit longer. This Princess Chris now gets 8 furlongs. And a reproduction of the run on the 4th of October when going 7 furlongs. When running on to finish 3rd by 2 3/4 lengths to Prince Roy. We'll see Princess Chris running a brave race. Blinkers are off, tongue ties on. And the 9, Roaring Kitty. Disappointing filly. I've picked this filly, I think, on the last 3 starts. Does have the potential to be a very good filly. She is the half-sister to Crown Chaser. But last time out, really disappointed. She did not raise a gallop. Finished 5th by 11 lengths. Was staying on, but came nowhere near the leaders. Before that, at 9 furlongs and 25 yards. Was a little too early, in my opinion, going that 2-turn race, and just did not put in that big kick that she's known for. If you watch on the 4th of October, going 7 furlongs, came from 16 lengths at the half mile to finish 5th by 4 lengths to Prince Roy. So if Jaheim Anderson getting this 4-kilo claim, which makes Rowan Kitty coming in extremely light, she's coming in at about 107 pounds, if Jaheim Anderson can ride at that weight, and if he saves her for the last 3 furlongs of the event, this is the horse that will be finishing the best at the finish. So those are the 4 I boiled it down to. I kind of like the Leviticus. I think this horse does have some talent and looks versatile, looks like he can lead or looks like he can run on. I think that's the horse they're going to have to beat, but watch out for this Roaring Kitty coming from off the pace. The 8th race, nature bred 4-year-old and up, numbers of 4, and imported 4-year-old and up, numbers of 3. A field of 12, they go 7 furlongs. This is the Patrick Lynch, executive member. Lynx, Purified Water, and Party. And boil this down to 4. They're going to be the 1, Unruly Don, the 3, Shooting Star, the 8, Brenda Boy, and the 12, Jay Spieth. Okay, Unruly Don, Philip Parchment riding here for Oral Hayden. Consistent and improving colt since coming off his spell. Has a win and 2 seconds and a third. Last time out, 20th of October, 8 furlongs. Tried to make all the running, but the very fit Crown Chaser was in a mean mood, and Crown Chaser got the better of Unruly Don. Brenda Boy finished 3rd that day. Had a win on the 20th of September, class below this, at a mile, winning by 3/4 length after making all the running to beat Wicked Cassie and Shooting Star. So very fit and possibly going to try to go for that lead or with the pace. Bustling Philip Parchment in the saddle, Unruly Don should have a good shot at fighting this out. The 3, Shooting Star, Radish Roman riding here for Adrian Prince. Well, finally got it right last time out and in a big way, won by 8.5 lengths. The class below this at 7 furlongs in a smart 1:26.4, beating Wicked Cassie and Princess Fiani. Before that was 3rd by 2 lengths to Unruly Don in a troubled race, but looks like he's getting his act together. Kept busy at exercise and expecting Shooting Star once again to fight this finish out. The 8, Brenda Boy, the most disappointing horse in this event. Brenda Boy thought we'll have left this class a long time ago. Robert Hallidine riding here for champion trainer Jason DeCosta. Has now taken off the blinkers. Cheek pieces are on again. 3rd by 4 lengths last time out. I think the blinkers was the problem last time out. It was just too early. He was chasing Unruly Don the entire race and just did not produce his late kick. Before that at 9:25 came from off the pace and was 2nd by a length. So this horse is definitely a deep closer. And with the blinkers off and Robert Hallidine saving him for the last 3 furlongs, Brenda Boy could possibly get it right. Definitely go and fight this out. And the 12, Jay Spieth. Now Jay Spieth is returning off a short spell. Last one was the 6th of August, finishing 6 by 12 lengths to Zulu Warrior. Zulu Warrior has gone on to better things. He's now running overnight allowance. His last win was on the 7th of June, class below this, going 7 furlongs when running on to win by a short head from Oil Machine and Train of Thought. Both those horses are now up in class and running good races. So Jay Spieth, freshened for this. Not really taken to task at exercise, but is being kept fit and expecting this Jay Spieth, who is also versatile, can lead or can stalk, to put in a very good run off the break. And for the outside players, you want to throw a horse in your exotics. I'm willing to take a chance. The 9, Aura Aura, Shane Richardson riding for Matthew Williams. One start locally for this 4-year-old filly was the 5th of October in the Nigel Nunes Memorial Trophy, overnight allowance, 5 furlongs straight, prominent early before fading to finish 10th by 15 lengths to Bootylicious. So taking a step down in class now to restricted company. Still busy on the exercise track. Had a workout coming to this, the 9th of November. 4 furlongs in 50 and 2. Gets the figure 8 on now. And with this drop in class, this is my outsider to watch in this event. The 9th and final, native bred 3-year-old and up, overnight allowance. Non-winner of overnight allowance lifetime. Big field of 13. They go 6 furlongs. This is the Stargas URTAJ Trophy. I'm going to boil this down to 4. They're going to be the 3, Zulu Warrior. The 4, Allegiance. The 6, I Dream Again. And the 10, another one. Okay. Zulu Warrior. Tyrese Anderson claiming 3 kilos here for Adrian Prince. Running consistent races. 3 starts at overnight company. Last time out was in an overnight, non-winners of an overnight race. Finished 2nd by half a length. Had a trouble trip at 6.5 furlongs when finishing 2nd to Mr. Senator. Had Super Alex behind in that race. And now still very fit. Working well. Zulu Warrior in here once again with a good chance of pulling this off. The 4, Allegiance, Radish Roman riding here for Anthony Nunes. Disappointing colt. Had high expectations, but hasn't been performing. But has been running well in overnight allowance company. Had a 3rd on the 30th of August at a mile to Supremacy and Main Mistress. Last run, 6.5 furlongs, 8 by 7 lengths to Main Mistress and Cookie Day and Night. The figure 8 is now off. Radish Roman in the saddle. allegiance at a big price to run a good race. The horse I think they have to beat though is going to be the 6, I Dream Again. Robert Halladine riding for champion trainer Jason DeCosta. This is the St. Leger and Derby winner. Disappointing in first 2 starts against older horses. In the typewriter trophy, 7.5 furlongs, finished 12th by 18 lengths to Unspun. And last time out at a mile in the overnight allowance race for the Big Sub Sobriety Trophy, 12th by 14 lengths to Is That a Fact and Run Julie Run. Both horses were coming down in class. Gets a tamer feel here, only local bred horses. So I'm glad Caymanas Park putting out a race in overnight company for just local bred horses. And that being the case, I think I Dream Again is the horse they're going to all have to beat. And the 10, the horse they're going to all have to catch, in my opinion, is another one. Dick Cardenas riding for Anthony Nunes. 2 starts in overnight company. 3rd by a length and 3/4 to Fearless, Force and Bootylicious on the 7th of September at 5.5 furlongs. And last time out on the 5th of October, 5 furlongs straight. 3rd by 3 lengths to Get a Pepsi and Bulletproof Coffee. Dick Cardenas once again in saddle, and even with 125 pounds in his back, has a nice work coming to this. The 8th of November, 5.5 in 107.4 by 101.2. This is a horse I think they're going to all have to catch. Competitive race. I'm leading towards the Derby winner to finally get it right in overnight company. Okay, guys, that's it. I'll be back for tips for the next race day, which will be Sunday, November 16th. And as always, stay safe.